Hello there, DP here, aka Aurora Guinevere Prize, here with Nancy Drew, the Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. Now, a while ago, this was gifted to me by Definition. It's kind enough to give it to me. I played this way long ago, and if you'll notice, if you watched the Nancy Drew Silent Spy playthrough, it looks quite different from that one, because this one is about number 7 in the series, and I think number 31 just came out. So yes, this is much older, and dare I say so, a little bit better. So, let's begin.
Welcome to my latest case, Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. To start playing, choose either Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose Tutorial.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do Junior Detective, but I'm gonna be telling you guys a lot about what
Remember
happened.
Sally McDonald, the woman who took those photos that Dad has up in his office? Well, she just bought a house in Moon Lake, Pennsylvania. A gangster named Mickey Malone built it back in the 20s as his country getaway. We're talking major fixer-upper. Anyway, last night Sally called and she said she desperately needed my detective skills. She refused to say why over the phone. Naturally, I said I'd drive to Moon Lake immediately. But weird things started happening the moment I pulled up. First, this big tree fell down behind my car and has me totally blocked in. And then I discovered that Sally's gone. She left a note that suggested something terrible happens here at night. She's supposed to call me from her car. So here I sit, writing to you while I wait for the phone to ring. It's nighttime, and although part of me is dying to know what frightened Sally away, another part of me is starting to feel a little uneasy. I'll let you know what happens. Ever yours, Nancy.
Alright, now, I don't know if my voice is gonna sound a little bit different than the other ones. Since this is point and click, I don't need the keyboard. I've moved my microphone right in front of my face, and trying to record it this way. Alright, now, as soon as I move, that phone's gonna start ringing. But is there anything I want to tell you guys about? Now, let's just go ahead and get the phone call over with. And yes, I have played this numerous times beforehand. Just letting you know. There we go.
Hello?
Nancy, hi, it's Sally. We have to talk fast because I'm in my car and my cell phone's running low, so we might get cut off. But did you see my note?
Yes, are you all right?
Actually, I didn't.
No, I feel awful bailing on you like that. You must think I'm such a flake.
I'm just worried about you. What's wrong?
I couldn't stand the thought of spending another night there. I knew you were on your way, but it didn't help. I just got too scared.
What's to be scared of? It's so peaceful and quiet here.
Just wait until it gets dark. Then you'll see. What am I saying? Nancy, you shouldn't be there by yourself either. Why don't you just go get in your car and go home? Or drive to Philadelphia. My aunt's got plenty of room.
No way. You've got me so curious, I wouldn't leave even if I could.
What do you mean?
A tree fell down behind my car just as I was driving up to the house. I'm blocked in.
Oh, the dead maple beside the driveway. Oh, they told me it was in danger of falling over when I had the place inspected. I just never got around to doing anything about it. Listen, call M's Emporium. That's a store on the lake. Emily knows everybody. She'll know who to call if she decides to answer her phone.
It's late. Won't the store be closed?
Where's my brain? Okay, look. I just bought a little outboard motorboat. I haven't used it yet, but the guy who put it in for me said it should run just fine. It's tied up at the dock out front. Just get in it and go. Go anywhere. Just get away from the house.
I can't just take off in your boat. It's pitch black outside.
Then listen to me. Go around the house and lock all the doors and windows. Do that right now.
There aren't any locks on the doors and windows. What are you so afraid of?
The dogs. Those dogs. Out of nowhere. They're outside howling and snarling. Teeth and claws. Horrible.
Dogs? Hello? Did you say dogs? Hello?
Yes, she said dogs. Alright, now, if you'll notice, this game is incredibly dated because we have a PDA instead of a cell phone. And whenever we make calls, we're gonna have to call from here.
What is that?
Oh, obligatory weird response. Oh.
Something's out there.
It's your worst nightmare,
Now look what
Nancy.
you've done. That was a Strix Varia. At least I think it was. Never know for sure now, will I?
Who are you?
My name's Red Knot. And if you've got a volume knob,
And I'm Blue
appreciate
Tie.
your taking it down a notch before you scare away everything from here to Lancaster.
I'm Nancy Drew. What were all those noises out here just now?
That was me, Miss Nancy Drew, calling in birds. And doing a pretty good job of it, too, till you showed up. Where'd you come from, anyway?
I drove in today from River Heights to visit my friend Sally McDonald.
Now, why would you want to do a thing like that? The Malone house is no place for one young woman, let alone two.
What do you know about the woman living here?
I talked to her a couple of times. But you know, the last time I saw her, she wasn't doing so good. She acted real anxious, scared.
What do you think was scaring her?
The dogs. The dogs of Mickey Malone.
The dogs.
Legend goes that when Malone was finally arrested and hauled away, his 4 dogs went running off into the woods and were never seen again.
That's
People would
sad.
just hear them, howling like their hearts were broken every night until one by one, they all died and went silent. But every time someone tries living in the Malone house, back they come.
Are you saying Sally's house is haunted by ghost dogs?
Yes.
Every night, ever since she moved in, you could hear them howling. And some nights the dogs would appear outside the house, running around, snarling and barking and throwing themselves at the doors and windows.
No,
And
it sounds so
they'd
scary.
be gone. They're buried in the cemetery just beyond the house, you know. Them and Malone, both.
Did they ever attack Sally?
She never gave them the chance. After the first attack, she stopped going out at night. Just locked the doors when it got dark and sat tight until morning.
Why haven't the police investigated?
This isn't New York City, Miss Nancy Drew. All they got around here is one officious little park ranger. And all Jeff Akers does is sit around all day trying to figure out how he can get himself transferred out of here to a bigger park.
Do you live close by?
I just come to Moon Lake in the spring to look for birds. Got an observation platform just up the path, kind of my base camp.
Picking up birds.
And I've got a little outboard down there on the lake. Left my car at the big dock up lake. Don't really need it.
Ooh. Seems the doggies are awake. Come
Are
on.
those the ghost dogs?
You
Yes,
scared,
ma'am.
Nancy.
Which is why I think it would be a good idea if I went my merry way and you got yourself back inside that house. Good luck, Miss Nancy Drew.
Goodbye, Mr. Blue Tie. Alright. We're just gonna go ahead and go in. Let the thing happen. So, okay, this next part coming up used to terrify me so much when I was younger and playing this. And I was playing this game when I was like 13, and this is the only experience I had with games at the time. So this used to scare me to death. And what I would do is I would rush inside really fast and then hurry up these stairs. Because if you go up the stairs, it does
This is
a
not good.
day-night choice, and so I just click it to day and completely skip it. I was a bit of a chicken. I'd say they're more like alien dogs. Because their eyes are green. Alright, well. That was it. But I'm gonna go ahead and set it to day anyway. So we can get the annoying music over with. Alright, so now we need to kind of hunt around, get the dead tree down, get some water, go over here. This is the note. Nancy, I'm really sorry, but I can't face another night here. I'm going to my aunt's in Philadelphia. Doors open. Make yourself at home. We'll call you from my car. Sally. P.S. My cell phone number is blah, 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 blah. Please don't hate me. Alright, we can go up here. Got a map. Get a light. Gloves. Don't remember what we use the gloves for. And go up here, and we have these things that we need to move. But this one needs
It's
sandpaper.
stuck. I need some sandpaper.
Yep. So that will be a puzzle for a later date. Is there anything else we can do in the house now? That pertains to the puzzle on the wall. And then for this,
Those floorboards need to be replaced.
yep, we need to get some floorboards. So let's go ahead and go outside.
A face only a gnome could love.
Yep. Got the key. We don't want to mess with that.
It's locked.
And then we do this.
Oh, the key broke off.
Yeah, it
There's got
breaks.
to be another way to get this open.
We have to go get a screwdriver. Okay. Sorry, this is probably going to be more informational than it is like me playing the game and
The boat's
figuring
full
things
of
out.
water. I need to bail out the boat.
Alright, so we need to go get a bucket. Bucket.
Looks like paw prints.
Paw prints. Whoa.
I need a bucket.
No, you don't. Because you have one. And then we get that. So, screwdriver. Sorry, I'm probably going really fast. I'm sorry. I should be taking my time with this, but you guys have no idea how many times I tried to record this beginning part. Alright. We got that, and we got a gas mask. So we need to go grab some wood for the floorboards. I don't think we have a... I think this game was before they came up with the task list.
Those look too rotten.
Too rotten. Okay, so then we need to go... No. Ah, where am I going? Stop it. There we go. Thank you. I don't know where the third board is. I think it's somewhere
I better be
in
careful.
here. And I used to have this path memorized. I was that sad I used to have it memorized. Oh, I think it's at the stone pillar. Was where the other board was. So we need to go right, left, right, right. Let's just go right, left, right, right. Right, left, right, right. And then we'll end up there. Wasn't it here? You know, actually, we'll just kind of hunt around in the woods. Yeah, I know, birdie. We'll have to take pictures of birds later. And hunt for bugs. Okay. So that takes us back out here. I'm pretty sure it was around here somewhere. I'm not too worried about getting lost, by the way. Oh, we're back here. No, that wasn't what I wanted. No, she keeps track of those things. Alright, so we need to go back this way. Alright, so that takes us back out here. We're just gonna head up to the cemetery. So we need to do... the first fork, we need to turn right. Right. And then up. There's another birdie. I forgot that she writes on the map. So... there's the yellow tie. could have sworn there was, like, a piece of wood or something that we needed to get. I can go ahead and go this way. There's another birdie. I don't remember where that stupid thing was. That was the yellow bird. Okay, that's the tree stump. Gosh dang it, I could have sworn that there was. Oh, it's right here. Alright. Oh, my pearl. Piff and Paff. Stench. One of these we have to remember. And these are the graves of the doggies. We have Vitus, Xander, Lucy, and Iggy.
These look like dog tracks.
And then that's Mr. Malone's tomb. Alright, let's get back. This way? This way. The fallen tree, we need to go. That way. Down from the fallen tree. I'll remember this soon enough. It's been a long time since I've played it. Alright. So let's go ahead and get that done. There we go. So that's fixed. Alright, so let's see about fixing the boat. Now it's gonna take forever to get this one. So I'm gonna save. And we're gonna name it AGNP. Whole game's been saved. Alright, continue game. We're gonna die a lot.
Plug is missing.
Oh, wait. Oh, dang it. Yeah, that's right. How do you get the spark plug? Let's go talk to Red. Red is over here, by the way.
This must be Red's observation platform.
And he's not here. Well, that's dandy. Do they still have... Okay. We can call Bess for hints. That's a feature that has never changed. And we can't... I don't think we can fix that until we get the spark plug. But I don't remember where the flipping spark plug is. Oh, you know what? We might have to change it tonight. Let's change it tonight.
The moon's so bright, I won't need my flashlight.
That's great for you, Nancy. There we go.
Well, it's Miss Nancy Drew.
Please, just call me Nancy.
I will if you keep your voice down.
Whatever.
I just heard a cerulean warbler.
Did you say last night that you have an outboard motorboat?
Sure do. Only type of motorized vehicle that's allowed on Moon Lake. Heck, if it were up to me, I'd ban them too. Have everybody get around by canoe. Nothing like the threat of physical activity to keep tourists away.
Why don't you like tourists?
I came to see birds, not people. The more people there are in a forest, the fewer birds there are. It's a fact of life. Reason I like to come here is because nobody else does. It's perfect. Not a decent grocery store, restaurant, or motel for miles.
That sounds
you don't
horrible.
happen to have any spare spark plugs lying around, do you?
What's a pretty young lady like you know about spark plugs?
Nothing.
Enough to know that the engine on Sally's boat is missing one, and that I'm going to be stuck here unless and until I replace it.
I might be able to help you out. After all, I was a Boy Scout. Be prepared.
That's also a Girl Scout thing.
You mean you have a spark plug I could buy?
Well, just so happens I've got 2 spark plugs right here in my pocket.
What a
Question
coinkadink.
is, if I give you one, what do I get for it? I don't need cash, but maybe you could take a few pictures for me. Know how to use a digital camera?
Sure. What would you like me
Yes.
to take pictures of?
Birds, of course. There's a couple of birds I'm supposed to take pictures of for PEPSOB. That's People for the Preservation and Study of Birds. You can recognize them by their songs, which are on this tape, which you can play on my cassette player, which you're gonna have to get from M's Emporium as soon as you get your boat fixed. Think you can handle that?
Sounds good.
Here's everything you'll need. M's Emporium is up lake on the west side. Not that I'm trying to get you out of my hair or anything, but try not to come pestering me till you're done, okay?
Okay.
One more thing. You smoke?
Only when I'm on fire.
Oh, you're a spunky one, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Well,
I'm very
these
spunky.
woods may not look it, but they're tinder dry. One lit match, and the best bird habitat on the East Coast will go up in smoke. So watch what you do. Because if anything like that happens, I won't be looking for birds anymore. I'll be looking for you. Watch yourself out there.
All right, Smokey the Bear. Smokey the Bear's evil white cousin. All right, I got the spark plug, but I don't think I can do anything about it until the daytime.
It's not safe to take the boat out at night.
I'm not just... Nancy. Nancy. It'll take days just to get anything done. Okay. Alright, look up here. I still have yet to figure out what any of this means. Like, seriously, I've been playing this for years, and I still don't understand what this puzzle means. Alright, let me look back up at it again. Plus, plus, -0. So these two should be the same. Alright. This is actually where you need to save. Save. Done. Alright, ready?
Something must be very wrong with this engine.
Okay. So that didn't work. Actually, no, let's try it again. And yeah. Isn't that awesome? So yeah. Here we go. So that was not correct. So let's actually try it the other way around. Try it like that. No.
Something must be very wrong with this engine.
Okay. I don't know which one is which. So let's do... Maybe I can finally figure it out. 0. Oh, whoops. I forgot about that too. Oh, wow. Are you sure you want to load a new game before saving your current game? Yes, because I died. Okay. Gosh. Alright. Let's try this again. That should be okay, and that needs to go down. All right. Now we're good. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. But anyway, I guess that marks a good stopping point. We'll stop right here, because I'm out of time. Alright, so this has been HB, aka Aurora Good of Her Price, with Nancy Drew, the Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake, and I will see you all later. Goodbye!